Good morning, teacher and dear classmates. We're going to talk about Peru. Well, we could start our presentation saying that Peru is a multicultural country full of tradition, award-winning gastronomy, and vast natural reserves. We have around 12 World Heritage Sites recognized by the UNESCO, and it's the owner of 84 of 117 live zones that exist in the world. Well, Peru is located in the western part of the South America continent, bordering Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, Bolivia, Chile, and the Pacific Ocean. So, as you can see in the photo in the left, Peru is divided in three zones: jungle, highlands, and the coast. Well, Lima is Peru's capital, and its official language are Spanish and Quechua. There is a lot of biodiversity, flora and fauna. Our national bird is the Indian cock of the rock, and we have our own flower that is La Cantuta. And also in fauna highlight, we can say that we have alpaca, also howard, bears, and in flora highlight the quinoa, orchid, bromelias, cedars, and much more.
Well, I'm going to be talking about Peru history. I'll try not to go into too much detail since the history of Peru is very rich and it's a lot of details there. So I will focus on the most important parts. So the three themes that I will be focusing is the Inca Empire, also the Spanish conquest, and then the Independence Day. So talking about the Inca Empire, I would like to mention that Peru was part of the Inca Empire, not the other way around. The Inca Empire was not only of Peru, but it was also some other countries like Bolivia, Argentina, and Ecuador that were part of this grand empire. And some things that I would like to highlight about this Inca Empire on this period of time is that they had this monumental architecture, amazing stonework, because even though they didn't have steel or the wheel, they managed to create these awesome structures with stones. And I think that's one of the things that they left us under heritage. And also, another thing is the extensive road network, since all the roads would reach like every corner of the empire and they were connected at some point. So I think this is qualities that the Inca Empire had. Passing on to the Spanish conquest, the first person to discover South America was Christopher Columbus, which some of you may have heard of. And then he passed on the news about this new land that he found to the Spanish monarchy. They sent these people to conquer there because South America was filled with gold and a lot of riches that they wanted. So the conquerors came, and we can see the remnants of the conquest since we in South America speak Spanish and not Quechua, which was the language of the Inca Empire. Unfortunately, Quechua is like it's dying. It's a language that is dying. There are people that are trying to pass it on to other people, and hopefully they will succeed. After the conquest, there were some people who were not satisfied with how things were. One of them was Jose de San Martin, which he was an Argentinian, and he gathered a lot of people and he went on liberating these countries. He started with his own country, of course, and then he moved on to the other countries. And that's how we came to be independent and apart from Spain. And I think we can see that the history of Peru is very rich. And I would go into more detail if we would have more time. It's very interesting. But I think these are three main points of our history and why things came to be like they are now. So I think that would be all for on my part about the history of Peru.
Well, let's continue our presentation talking about tradition and festivities. In Peru, there is a lot of this. According to the month, in January we celebrate one of the most big festivities in Jauja and throughout to the Mandara Valley. There is the Tunantada. On February, there is a Carnavales in Cajamarca and Ayacucho. In March, Festival International of the Vendimia. On April, we have Festival of the Lord of the Tremors of Cusco. On May, there is the Fiesta de Cruces. In most, this festivity is in the highland, like Huancavelica, Huancayo, and well, also we have in June the Inti Raymi, in July the Santiago, in Huancayo, and in August there is Santa Rosa's Day. On September, Mistura Culinary Festival that is recognized by the world. Also, we have on October Procession of the Lord of Miracles. On November there is Puna Week, and finally Santura Tikui on December. Those are our most important festivities and tradition that passed by the years, and now we continue celebrating.
Now we're going to talk about the most touristic places in Peru. First, we have Machu Picchu, the lost city of the Incas. Machu Picchu is one of the most iconic archaeological sites in the world. The mystery surrounding its construction and purpose continues to fascinate archaeologists and visitors alike. Next, we have the Nazca Lines. These massive figures are visible only from the air. Theories about their creation range from astronomical alignments to alien visitation. Here we have Oitapayana Mountain. Oitapayana is the highest mountain in the central Andes of Peru. Hiking to the summit of Oitapayana is a challenging but rewarding adventure for experienced mountaineers. And we have the Lake Titicaca. The Lake Titicaca is a vast, freshwater lake located on the border of Peru and Bolivia. It's in home to the Huros people who live in floating islands made of reeds.
Now, I'm going to talk about the most representative foods. In Peru, we have a lot of delicious food, but now I'm going to talk about six of them. We have ceviche. The ceviche is fish cooked with lemon. It has onion, sweet potato, and corn. We also have lomo saltado. It contains meat, onion, tomato, and French fries. We have pollo a la brasa. It is chicken cooked with firewood. The cuichactado is fried guinea pig with salsa ensalada criolla, criolla salad, and potatoes. The ají de gallina is like a yellow cream with shredded chicken, and also with boiled potatoes. And finally, we have juane. It is rice with chicken cooked in a bijao leaf.